iNews Views, May 5th. Strategic Syrian targets were hit twice by Israeli jets this weekend. The bombing shook Damascus, but Israel and the U.S. have declined to comment on the military action. Advanced weapons and missiles more effective than Scuds were taken out in the attacks that Israel had promised to take if Syria tried to arm terrorist organizations that threatened its safety. Carbon dioxide levels in the air over Hawaii have been rising from about 280 parts per million at the start of the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century to nearly 400 parts per million today. The annual rate of increase is also speeding up, which reflects the growing global demand for fossil fuels. Alternative fossil energy from tar sands will undoubtedly cause the concentration to continue its upward climb. People will have to start weaning themselves off of fossil fuels to prevent irreversible global warming. LG Electronics will start delivering 55-inch curved OLED TVs in June. Samsung and Sony are struggling to mass-produce larger models of the ultra-thin OLED TVs, which deliver more vivid displays than existing liquid crystal display models. LG expects to start turning a profit with the curved models in 3 to 5 years. U.S. and South Korean Marines have wrapped up their joint military drills. This is the first time the annual training was commanded by South Korea, but under current arrangements, the U.S. would take operational control in an actual conflict. A permanent transfer of command to South Korea is scheduled to take place in December 2015. South Korea President Park and U.S. President Obama will hold a summit meeting to determine the best way to handle North Korea. Leaks of radioactive water continue to plague the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. Some experts fear the plant could actually start breaking up during the cleanup operations that are expected to take more than 40 years to complete. Radioactive particles in the sea will wash up on the beach, dry in the sun, and then be blown over the neighboring countryside. The disaster will create a Fukushima generation where boys will have a higher likelihood of getting leukemia, and girls from the region will have difficulty marrying because of the stigma of being raised in a contaminated area. Helicopter parents may be making their college-aged children more depressed. A recent study in Virginia found that among U.S. undergraduate students, the once-a-week phone call home has been replaced with frequent texting, emails, and messaging. Parents are now more likely to get involved in their children's lives because of the hyper-competitive marketplace for plum jobs. A study in the UK suggests hyper-parenting may cause psychological damage and demotivate children.